this part of his realm. Our current monarch ain't been up here since his reign began during the catastrophe, but seeing as how old George's hair has turned white with seagull poop, I can't blame any of his successors for staying well clear of this shithole. A couple of buskers are jamming acoustic guitars near the church on the opposite side of the road. Their voices carry across loud and clear, covering Dolly Parton's 9 to 5, and I know that's got to be an omen. I stop, take out a tissue from the handbag I nicked off my gran, and brush dirt off my shoes. This apprenticeship's really gonna turn my life around. I don't know how much they're paying yet, but it's bound to be more than what I was on before. Means I'll be able to do more for my gran and little sis, Iswe. Been a bit rough the last couple of years. Same goes for most, to be fair, but once I get paid, I'm looking to get us out of the slum we live in, on the outskirts of Edinburgh, into a real house. Then, I'll get treatment for gran, who's a bit poorly, and maybe even a better school for sis. She's the brightest kid this side of the asteroid belt. With so much on the line, I'm a wee bit feared. Happy and nervous at the same time. Nervous-sighted. Like that moment before liftoff when the countdown's going and your dicky tick is racing with the second hand. Mad. I check the time on my mobile. Great. It's only 9:40. Calendar said to meet him on St. Andrew's Square for 10, so I've got a bit of time to kill and chill my nerves. I'm returning the phone to Grant's handbag when the ringtone goes off, startling me. It's only my pal Priya though, so I pick up. I've got great news, Ropa. Priya says so loud I might burst an eardrum. Well, not for them, but for you. I'm all ears. We've got this patient at my work and his case isn't looking good. It's been a struggle to make a diagnosis, which is hampering our treatment. Priya's a healer, so I'm not too sure where this is all going. I don't know nothing about no doctoring. What we need is a proper investigation into what happened around the time he got sick, so we can see if there's anything we've missed. Can you come round to my clinic? His parents are willing to pay you cash for the job. Sorry, Priya, it's a no-go for me. Huh? This gig is right up your street. She sounds proper baffled. I thought, is everything all right with you? Hunky-dory. In fact, I've got a new job now. Well, almost. Sir Calendar's hooked me up, and so I'm going in for my first day just as we speak. I hate to disappoint Priya, since she knows I've been hard up lately, but I'm sorted now. Or at least I will be after today. You kept that on hush. Damn it, you'd have been the best person for this, after you solved all that drama with those other sick kids. But hey, congrats. Well done you. We should catch up soon so you can fill me in on this new J.O.B, baby. I'll be doing the skate park in Saughton on Wednesday if you're about, she says. Listen, I've got to go. Rounds to do, patients to see. Speak soon. Mwah. Sloppy kiss. Wow. Look at that. Little old me turning down odd jobs. Who'd have thought? I wait for a shilly-shilly, ferrying passengers to Leith to pass, so I can cross the road into the garden on St. Andrew's Square. It's nice and peaceful here, with the scent of newly mowed grass, though the small crescent-shaped pool's dry at the mow. I sit on one of the concrete bench McThingies that run along the footpath and veg. That's a relief, because the shoes I borrowed of Marie are a size too small, so my pinky toes are sore. The new town where I'm at just now is the nicer part of town, relatively speaking. If you go across to the loch to the old town, it's unadulterated mayhem. The only thing marring this side is the pockmarks on the walls of the grand old buildings surrounding the square. Bullet holes. That's from way back, when the king's men were going street to street, driving out the separatists from the city into the Forth, where a good few drowned. It's legend out here how in the bleak midwinter of the war, hundreds of die-hard separatists were lined up on the Great Edinburgh seawall with machine guns pointed at them. They were told to swim across the Forth to Fife, a good few miles in freezing water, or to take a bullet to the back of the head. Only a handful made it, and to this day they remain His Majesty's guests in Saughton jail. Must have been quite the horror show then. Grown-ups don't like to talk about them days, almost like they can silence it out of existence. When I was growing up, if someone talked about being in a bullet or breaststroke situation, you knew they'd been put in an impossible position. This is what makes me a keen reader about books of war. It's so I can be ready to save my family if shit hits the fan again.